짠! 올림픽. Yes, this is a topic. So, hello everyone. Hello. I see our regular student, good student on YouTube too. 정우리 and Essie the Great, 왓산다, 푸란, 니미샤, and 주아한, 크리스. 안녕하세요, 코아티 and 키아라. Where's the teacher? I'm here. Can you guys see me? Any problem? 안녕하세요. So today's topic is Olympic. What is Olympics in Korean? It's Olympic, but we don't pronounce the S sound at the end, like Olympics. No, Olympic. So this is how we pronounce. So I have a question. So this year, the Olympic will be held in Tokyo, right? So what is Tokyo in Korean? Tokyo in Korean is Tokyo, and this is how we write it in Korean. Tokyo Olympic. This is our pronunciation. Tokyo Olympic. And you know what? There is another name for Tokyo. So we say 동경. So you know Tokyo is right like oops. So this is how people write Tokyo in Japanese, and in Korean we also use kanji. We call 한자, and our Korean pronunciation is 동경. So in Japanese people read it as Tokyo, but in Korea we read it as 동경. So some people might say, oh, I'm going on a trip to 동경. And don't say, oh, where is 동경? Is some part of Korea? No, this is Tokyo, the Korean way to read this 한자, 동경. So Tokyo can be Tokyo or 동경 in Korean. So either is fine, but for the Olympics, we say Tokyo. Okay, great. So yes, this is today's topic, Tokyo Olympics. Let's talk about some Olympics because Olympic is coming very soon and we need some words for Olympics. Yay, right? So hello Ocean and Army Forever, and that's me, Asia, Missy Hemi loves K-pop, Liaya, and Kim. Yes, Tokyo and 동경 are same words. And Jerick, Ramaya, Anna, awesome. It's okay. So today, if you click the link in the description, yes, you will see this page. Tarararan. So let's pick one topic here. And since it's Olympics, let's see. So everyone can access this page on the link in the description. So please check it out. It's free. It's free if you have Korean Class 101 account. If you don't have an account, please just make one account for free. Yes. We have paid membership too, but again, to access this page, you don't need paid membership. You only need free account. Okay, let's see. Lots of free PDF here. And today, since the topic is related to sports, I want to choose sport. Where is the sport? Oh, here. So if you click this, you will see page like this. So let's look at some words here. Lian, thank you. Oh, you don't even know how to say Olympics in Hindi. But in Korean, Olympic. Olympic, we use the same words and we just pronounce it in Korean account. Oh, you have an account but you cannot download the material? You just need to log in, by the way. Log in first, and if you click the button, then you can just open the page like this. Tokyo, yes. Nimisha, thank you very much. Okay, so let's look at some important words that I want to show you today is this. Let's make the words bigger so you can read it better. How about this? 짠! 짜자잔! Yes! When you watch the Olympics, there's always winner, right? Like, for beginners, I'm making the word bigger like this. Is it big enough? Okay. So you will see the medal. So gold medal in Korean is 금메달. It's actually an interesting word, right? 금 is Korean word. And then medal is English word. So gold in Korean is 금. So we don't say 골드 메달, we say 금메달. We change gold to 금, the Korean word, and medal is just English word because we didn't have that word. So 금메달, gold medal. What is silver medal? What is silver in Korean? Silver. They are long words, right? Yes, medal is long words, but 금 is not long words. So this is how we say gold. What is silver in Korean? That's right, Hangul hamster. Actually, yes, 금 and 김 are both gold. 김 is the family name, right? Like my family name. We use the same 한자 character, but the pronunciation is different. Silver is 은. This is not working. So, how about this? 은. 은메달. Metal, we use the same words. 은메달. 은 is silver. What is bronze? There is bronze medal, right? Bronze in Korean is 동메달. Bronze in Korean is 동메달. So gold medal, 금메달, silver medal, 은메달, bronze medal, 동메달, 금은동. Please remember this 금은동 because these are used very commonly. Actually, for another words, I want to introduce this word. 수저. Do you know the word 수저? This means utensil, basically, utensil. So in Korean, common utensil is chopstick, and spoon. So 수저 means chopstick and spoon, but also some people use it as spoon only because spoon in Korean is 숟가락. Let me write it for you. 숟가락 means spoon. 젓가락 means chopstick. So 수저 means this both. But since 숟가락 looks similar to 수저, many people also say 숟가락의 수저. Does it make sense? So 수저 means both, or 수저 can only mean 숟가락. So it depends on the context, but yes, 니미샤, 은수저, yes. Actually, I want to talk about 은수저. What does 은수저 mean? Well, it literally means silver utensil, silver spoon, but it's kind of idiom. It's idiomatic expression, so there's hidden meaning. Exactly, 드훈 nation. Yes, 수저. Korean people use very often these days because 은수저 means someone who are rich. Someone who basically rich, but rich, someone from rich family. So they are rich because their family is already rich. This is traditional expression actually from long time ago. Long time ago in Korea, rich people use 은수저. Rich people use silver spoon and silver chopsticks. Why? Because when you eat some food, you use this spoon and chopstick, and when you put the spoon and chopstick to food and the food is poisonous, the 은수저, this silver utensil, change the color. So rich people want to protect themselves, so they always use silver utensils so they can distinguish, is this food containing some poison? And if it contains poison, then this utensil show color changes, right? Yes, detects poisons. So only rich people have silver utensil. You know, silver is expensive. So 은수저 itself means family, someone from rich family. And we have the expression like 은수저를 물고 태어나다. It means someone is born with this silver utensil. But these days, young Korean people use this 금수저 a lot. Originally, the expression was only 은수저, but then they even upgraded because 금, gold is more expensive than 은, right? So when Korean people want to say, oh, 침침 is 금수저. Korean people say, oh, 침침 is 금수저 means, oh, 침침 is rich because of his family. He's rich because of his family. He's not successful because of his ability. Just because his family was already rich, that's why he's not rich. So Korean people use a lot these days. 금수저. Oh, that person is 금수저. 금수저. and these, what if it's opposite word of 금수저 then? Is it 동수저? No, bronze itself is already good. So we use this word. 흙수저. You know, I'm 흙수저. What does it mean? I'm 흙수저. 흙 means soil. Soil is very common. Do you pay for soil? Well, soil is of course valuable, but people don't usually buy soil, right? People buy 금, gold, but not soil. So it just means I'm from poor family. But this person can be successful too if this person has good ability. But basically, it means from rich family and from poor family. Yes, 흙 means you will see this expression a lot because in the worldwide these days, you know, the gap between rich people and poor people are getting bigger and bigger. Of course, it's happening in Korea too, but not only in Korea, but in worldwide too, right? Rich people become richer. Poor people are getting poorer. So this expression is really common. So please remember. Nira, thank you. I'm glad you subscribed to our channel. Okay, so let's look at more words. So yes, gold medal is 금메달. And 따라라란. 은메달 means silver medal. 은메달. Now you understand the meaning. 동메달, bronze medal. And 짠, winner. Winner is 승자. 짠. 승자. And loser is 패자. Do you see 자 at the end? 자 basically means a person, someone person. 승 means winning. 패, lost. So lost person, someone who lost the game. 패자. 승 means won. Someone who won is 승자. 패자. And another expression that I want to introduce is, what is first place? You can find the word here. Let's see. So yes, you can find the word here. 따라라라란. First place is 1등. Okay, so let me write it here. 1등. Oh, not very clear. 1등. 1 is 1 in Korean. 2등, second place. 2등, 3등, third place. But do you know that there's another way to say first place, second place, third place? 위. So instead of 1등, you can say 1위, 1위. Instead of 2등, you can say 2위. Instead of 3등, you can say 3위. 1등 or 1위, 2등 or 2위, 3등 or 3위. What's the difference between that? 등 is actually more, has more broad meaning. 위 is very often used for competition, big competition. Yes, big competition. For example, in the Olympics, when I won, then I can say 1위, okay. 1등, okay. But for example, in the classroom, you guys are classmates with me. We took the test. And then, yay, I got the first place, guys. Do I say 1위? No. In this small group, it's not a big competition. It's just a classroom with 20 people, right? In that case, I would say 1등. I'm 1등. I'm not 1위. 1등. For example, BTS released a new album, new song, and then it got the first place on Billboard chart. It's big, right? Big competition. In that case, you can say 1위. BTS did 1위. 1등 is okay, but in the big competition, it will be more natural to say 1위. But again, please remember, in the small competition, small group, we say 1등. For example, Chim and I and Momo, Kim and Disha, Pua and Wasanda, we did this 가위가위보. So Chim won. Chim is the first place. In this case, we will say, Chim is 1등 because it's a small group. It's a small group. It's not 1위. 1위 is more for big competition. So there are many ways to say first place, second place, third place. But please remember, 위 is more for big competition, and 등 is more broad meaning. So you can use it in any situation, but very often 등 is only used for small group only. So 등 can be used for both big and small competition. 위 is only used for big competition. Okay. Chim is very cute. I know. 앞라지다. Okay. Let's look at some more words. By the way, before looking at some word, I want to show you this. Do you know how to say Korea officially? 한국 is what Korean people say, or you also see very commonly. But we also say this. The full word of Korea is 짠, 대한민국. Maybe like this. 대한민국. It's like Republic of Korea. It's like full words. Since this word is too long, we often just say 한국 meaning Korea. 한국 meaning Korea. 한국. But full word is 대한민국. Okay, so how Korean people cheer for Korea? Because when we are on Olympics, Korean people cheer for Team Korea, right? Have you ever heard how Korean people cheer in the big competition like Olympics or World Cup? We say 대한민국. So when you see the big competition, you will hear this. They don't say 한국 is okay too, but the most common, most popular cheering is this. 대한민국. 짝짝짝짝짝. you didn't hear it before, Disha. So when you see Korean people cheer for Korean team, like in big competition, then we always use this. 한국 means Korea. It means same. Both means Korea, and 한국 is short form of 대한민국. Listen the rhythm. Yes, Kai, exactly. 대한민국 짝짝 짝짝짝 대한민국 짝짝짝짝짝. Yes. So when you see Korean people cheering for our own team, Team Korea, then we always use this one. 대한민국의 짝짝짝짝짝. You will notice that from now on when you see any Olympic games that are where Korean team participated. So this is some tip. Okay, so let's see some sports. Is it funny, Kim? Why is it so funny? Yes, let's see some sports. Okay, so the number one. Let's look at some number one. But number one is not the Summer Olympic game, right? It's ice skating. But since it's not, there is no ice skating. Let me skip. Do you see number 9? Number 9? Number 9 here. What is the volleyball? Volleyball in Korean. Volleyball in Korean is 배구. 배구. Yes. It's 배구. 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 Okay, it's volleyball. Then do you see number 11? Number 11 is basketball, right? Basketball. Basketball in Korean is 농구. 농구. How about number 12? Soccer or football in some European countries. Oops, 배구, 농구. Number 12 is 축구. 축구. 축구 means soccer, football. How about baseball? Baseball is 야구. 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 How about ping pong? Ping pong. Oh, I don't have enough space. 탁구. 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 Do you see the common thing here? Everything has 구, 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 구. Yes, volleyball, 배구. 농구, basketball, 농구. 축구, 축구. It's not 축구, by the way, 정우리. You need this point. 축구, 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 soccer. Baseball, 야구, 야구. 탁구, 탁구, 핑퐁. Yes, if you use ball, then you have this 구. 구 means it have meaning of ball or circle. 구. So please remember this word. Yes, if 구 means ball because it's circle. 구. Okay, so I have a question for you. So what is tennis? Tennis. What is tennis? Tennis use a ball, right? Let's see the image again. Let's see number 8. Tennis. Oh, teacher. So it uses some ball. So it should be something like 구. I'm very sorry, but tennis is just tennis. Tennis. So I'm very sorry, but not always the sport that use ball have 구. So very often it has it, but not always. Not always. How about number 7? It also uses ball, right? Ball. Oh, so it must be something 구, right? I'm sorry, this is bowling. Bowling. Because bowling, we use the long word. How about badminton? I just saw the message. So, Disha, oh, you got confused. Don't worry. in most of times we use English word. Luckily, most of times we use English word. Some sport that become popular a long time ago, then they use the traditional Korean words like 축구, 농구, but the kind of new sports to Korean people, then we just use English word directly. Yes, 주라이다. Yes, that's badminton. We use English word. Badminton is badminton. Okay. Then, how about number 4? Number 4 is golf. Golf. Don't worry, I want to make your life easy. It's just 골프. That's right, we use the English word, and please remember in Korean we don't have F sound. So it's not golf, it's 골프. This is how we Korean people pronounce the word. 골프. Okay, let's look at the word. Tararan. Yes, well, in number 1, there is ice skating, but this is not a summer sport, but, well, let's just learn it. Ice skating is ice skating. Do you see number 5? This is weightlifting. Weightlifting in Korean is 역도. Yes. Also, another thing that I want to introduce right now is 도. A lot of sports has 도, especially when it's related to martial art. For example, do you know the traditional Korean sports that are in Olympic, which is taekwondo? Have you ever heard of it? It's Korean sport, Korean wrestling. Taekwondo. It has 도. How about judo? It's Japanese martial art, right? Japanese martial art. It's yudo in Korean. Yudo. Again, there is 도 here. 도. Do you know any other sports that are kind of like martial art? For example, do you know 검도? Again, this is martial art, and it uses 검. What is 검? Is sword. So if you use a martial art that use sword, then we say 검도. So very often martial art. 합기도 한글 함수. That's great. So that's also another kind of Korean martial art, which is 합기도. So please remember. Yes, Martin is 검도. Please remember when is martial art, then it very often end with 도. So, teacher, what is wrestling in Korean? Is it something 도? It's wrestling. Because it's not a traditional Korean art, martial art, so we didn't have the name before. And when wrestling was introduced, we just used the word directly. Wrestling. This is how we Korean people pronounce. Okay, so let's look at some sentence pattern that you can use with this expression. How about this? I have a question for you. What sports do you like? 어떤 운동을 좋아해요? What sport do you like? 어떤 literally means what kind of. 운동, it means sport or exercise. 을, object marking particle. 좋아해요 means like or do you like. So it literally means what kind of sport, what kind of exercise do you like? Oh, someone said wrestling. What sport do you like? You can use this pattern. I like. You just say and say 좋아해요. For example, oh, I didn't mention this. 양궁 좋아해요. It means I like archery. 양궁, archery. I want to emphasize this word. 양궁. 양궁, 양궁. 궁, by the way, means arrow. 양궁, 양궁. The reason why I want to emphasize this is Korean people, Team Korea is very good at archery. So we always got gold medal here. So when you watch this archery game, please see how good Koreans are. 양궁, 양궁. And let's see. Oh, 한글 hamster, you like 농구, basketball. And Jess said volleyball, you like volleyball. 배구 좋아요. Pura, you like badminton. And Kwati, oh, you like swimming. Swimming is 수영, great. Origami, you like taekwondo. Wow, you guys are very talented because I don't think I'm good at any sports. Awesome. Okay, so another sentence pattern that I quickly want to introduce is this. Do you like to work out? 운동하는 거 좋아해요? 운동, sport or exercise. 운동하다 means to exercise is a verb. But it becomes noun because I put 거 here. 거. 운동하는 거, I put 거 here. So it becomes working out or exercising or to work out or to exercise. But I'm not going to explain all the details today because this is next week's topic. Next week's it will be July 22nd and I'm going to talk about how to make nouns using 는거. This is how you make verb as a noun. So it's called verb nominalization and I'm going to talk about that next week. So please join it. It will be really, really important. This one of the most, not one of, I would say this is a most common verb nominalization among three of them. Because previously we known 뜨르기 or 뜨르음, which are also another verb nominalization, other nominalizations, but this is the most common one. And let's talk about it next week. And if you like sport, then you can say 네. Yes. If you don't like it, you can say no, 아니요. So let's talk about more next week. So thank you everyone for joining today's class. And again, this can be downloadable on our website. If you click the link in the description and if you just sign up for free, or if you have already account, then you can just use existing account to log in. If you log in, you can access this page. You just saw me, right? I was having the login account and I clicked the button and I just opened this. You can print it out, and not only sports, as you saw, there are many different topics. So I hope you can take advantage of it. So let me show you quickly. 짠! Like this. Yeah, if you click the link, please log in now. I'm logging in as my name. By the way, my name is Keijin. 안녕하세요, Keijin입니다. I think I forgot to say my name today, but this is my name and I logged into my account, and free account by the way. And if you just log in, you can see other PDF cheat sheets, like do you want to learn some words about travel, pets, music, time, supermarket. Today we learn sports, right? Occupation, complain. You want to complain something in Korean, holidays, and we are keep adding more free PDF cheat sheet here. So please check it out. So thank you everyone. Kwati, your name in Korean. Yes, my name is, everyone, my name is 짠. Oh, this is not showing well. Kiara, thank you as always. My name is Keijin, by the way, people. And I do live every Thursday 1 p.m. in Korean time, which means the time will be different. It will be like 2 a.m. in your country, or 9 p.m., 3 p.m. So check out your time and my name. And this is 침침. Yes! 정우리, there are a lot of worksheets. And then also there is a worksheet about music too. So thank you everyone, and I'll see you next week. Oh, before that, Nesmi, homework. Yes, homework, of course. What sport do you like? What sport do you like? Please write 3 sports you like. You can write it on Facebook in the comments, or on YouTube comments. Or if you want me to check personally, then please tag my Instagram account. Then I will check your message personally. But I'm sorry, I cannot check all the DMs because I'm getting too many DMs these days. And I'm really sorry, I cannot check. So if you tag me on your Instagram story or Instagram post, then I can check. But if you send me DM, I'm sorry, I cannot check. So please write 3 sports you like. If you make the full sentence, I can also correct your sentence later. So thank you. If you tag me on Instagram, I can check. I don't use Twitter or Facebook or other channels very often. So thank you everyone, and I'll see you next week. I will wait for your tag. Bye bye. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you. Shiva.